back, I actually felt sad. This is a statement that at one point made us.
If they would find something in my blood or on my pee, they would.
Hey, buddy. Nah, I just hate it, bro.
Breaking news, Jake Paul has been officially banned from boxing after failing a drug test. The sport is in shock. No one knows if his upcoming fights will happen. He is facing heavy criticism from fans and insiders alike. His career and reputation are now in serious jeopardy.
People harder. Now, to me, that's very naughty because we're meant to be in a high-profile fight. What's going out being...
Anthony Joshua has spoken out sharply after Jake Paul's ban, making it clear, in his own words, that if you cheat with drugs, you get banned. It's just simple as that. Fans are applauding his honesty. And before we throw the next punch, check the description. We care about your men's health, so I added the best testosterone booster deals there with big discounts. Anthony Joshua is sending a message loud and clear that the sport cannot tolerate cheats and respect must be earned inside the ring.
You know, if you're on drugs, you get banned. Simple as that.
David Benavidez did not hold back, calling out Jake Paul directly, saying, of course he's on steroids. Everyone watching can see the hypocrisy of his past wins. It's clear that Anthony Joshua is on another level compared to people taking shortcuts. The message is strong and simple. Fighters earn respect through skill, not drugs. And fans are noticing that those who cheat cannot hide forever.
Including him, so he never got off.
You think he's on steroids?
Of course. How does 5?
Jake Paul's bizarre answer trying to joke about performance-enhancing drugs only makes his situation worse. Fans see it as another proof that Anthony Joshua's dedication and clean record put him leagues above. There is no room for shortcuts in real boxing. And this only highlights the huge gap between someone relying on drugs and a true Olympic champion.
Are you on performance-enhancing drugs?
If taking Viagra counts, then yes.
Dave Coldwell reacted in disbelief, calling Jake Paul a cheating bastard and highlighting that the gut reaction to a failed test is shock and anger. It doesn't matter if it is the first fail or the third. Anthony Joshua's fans are reminded again that real champions earn their place in the ring, while cheats can only be exposed.
Fucking hell, cheating bastard.
Yeah.
You know, that's the initial reaction. Whether it's a first fail or a third fail, that's the initial reaction. Your gut reaction is, but then obviously we don't know what he's failed for yet, and we don't know what it is. But then when it's somebody that's failed 3 times, or this is the third adverse reaction.
Adam Catterall warned that allowing fighters like Jake Paul to bypass proper anti-doping checks is dangerous and unfair. Anthony Joshua has always respected the rules and the sport. His professionalism shows why people trust real champions. Fans are questioning how someone banned for drugs could even think about stepping into a real fight against a disciplined and Olympic-level boxer.
They want to turn up and get paid.
Correct.
This should not be their decision. The British Boxing Board of Control should be standing up and taking the voluntary anti-doping test seriously. Absolutely. Yes, I know that you work with the UK anti-doping, I know that, but this is a test. He's popped hot. Let's look into it properly. What happens if something happens on Saturday night?
Absolutely.
What if we've already got a safety issue with the...
Duke McKenzie made it clear that Jake Paul is not world-class and does not belong in serious boxing conversations, compared to Anthony Joshua, who has proven himself at the highest level. This puts the focus on skill over hype. Fans are reminded that clean, dedicated athletes always earn respect, while cheats and entertainers fade quickly.
I don't think he's world class. He's not really my cup of tea. I mean, I don't look at boxing probably the way you do or most sort of fans do. I look at it from a boxing...
Eddie Hearn explained the serious findings of Jake Paul testing positive for 2 substances, showing the scale of the issue and why Anthony Joshua's clean career stands out. It is not just one slip, it's repeated evidence. boxing fans now see clearly who truly belongs in the ring and who is trying to shortcut success through banned substances.
Obviously, then you do your research into what it is, you know, the amount.
Tested positive for 2 substances. Right?
Yeah, I believe that.
Did the second one get confirmed?
Frank Warren confirms the Jake Paul scandal is undeniable and unfolding fast. Fans are laughing at the chaos. Social media is full of memes and trolling. Jake Paul looks increasingly careless and unprofessional. And Anthony Joshua continues to shine as a disciplined athlete, while Paul scrambles to justify himself and save his image.
You know, there's lots of talk about, you know, let's see how this works out, and, you know, he's entitled to get his day and so forth. Well, it should be dealt with very quickly.
Adam Catterall points out how shocking it is that Jake Paul failed even a voluntary anti-doping test. People are sharing sarcastic comments about his fitness regime. The drama is trending across boxing circles, and Anthony Joshua remains untouchable in contrast, showing real professionalism, while Paul deals with the embarrassment and trolling that keeps piling up.
It being him connected to this, it's even more shocking. You just highlighted there. This is the noises that this is.
Adeoladipo raises eyebrows about Jake Paul possibly using substances to cover performance-enhancing drugs. Fans are mocking him relentlessly and making jokes online. The situation makes Paul's bravado look ridiculous. Anthony Joshua's disciplined approach to training only highlights Paul's recklessness, and the scandal keeps adding fuel to the narrative that Paul is more about hype than skill.
That's kind of easier to digest. This is weird. Like, I don't know if cocaine, I honestly, I don't know if cocaine is now used as a masking agent for a performance-enhancing drug.
Johnny Nelson explains that no substance can turn Jake Paul into a true fighter. Fans are ridiculing every statement Paul makes. The news shows how superficial hype can quickly collapse. Anthony Joshua's skills and ring intelligence show the difference between showmanship and real boxing. And Paul's credibility keeps eroding as more scrutiny and trolling come his way.
2-minute interview. I always say, it don't matter what drugs you take. It doesn't make you a better fighter. It might make you stronger, might make you fit. It doesn't make you a better fighter. And that's proof. You know, so until more news comes out, you just got to.
Eddie Hearn emphasizes how fresh the scandal is, and the authorities are stepping in. Fans are trolling Jake Paul mercilessly and sharing every update online. Speculation is running wild about how he will respond. Anthony Joshua quietly maintains his strong reputation, and Paul's frantic attempts to explain himself only add to the chaos and public amusement.
At the moment, the British Boxing Board of Control aren't. So we have to speak with them, deal with the legal situation and see where it lands. And this is quite fresh. Obviously, I don't even think it's 30 minutes. I think it's more like 10 or 15 minutes since that. And, you know, we'll see what...
John Fury reminds everyone that Jake Paul is technically innocent until proven guilty. But the public opinion is ruthless and unrelenting. Fans are mocking him across social media, questioning his professionalism and piling on the humiliation. Meanwhile, Anthony Joshua stands as a model of discipline and integrity. The stark contrast only deepens the ridicule on Paul, who now faces an uphill battle to save his credibility. Even casual boxing fans are noticing how Joshua's measured approach and respect for the sport highlight Paul's reckless and immature behavior, making it impossible for him to command any serious respect right now.
The fucker. Ban him. Because it's a dangerous sport. Whatever they do, whatever they don't. But I'm having no opinion on it at all. You know, a man's innocent till proven guilty.
Johnny Nelson highlights that Jake Paul cannot fake real boxing intelligence with substances. Fans are savagely trolling him for trying to take shortcuts, and every viral clip of his antics adds fuel to the fire. Anthony Joshua remains calm and focused in contrast, his ring IQ and Olympic-level technique proving that dedication beats shortcuts. Paul looks like a weekend fighter in comparison, and social media is merciless. Memes about him being out of his depth are trending. The combination of public mockery and expert criticism is putting Paul on the back foot, while Joshua's reputation as a true champion grows stronger by the day.
Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him. But
Alexander Usyk doesn't hold back in tearing Jake Paul apart for stepping up to Anthony Joshua, calling him not a real boxer, which perfectly matches the online trolling storm. Fans are laughing at Paul's audacity, questioning his skills, and comparing him unfavorably to real professionals. Joshua's Olympic credentials and proven professionalism only make Paul look worse by comparison. Usyk's words reinforce what everyone is saying online and highlight Joshua's dominance in the sport. Paul's hype machine is crumbling under the weight of expert criticism, social media mockery, and undeniable evidence of his lack of true boxing talent, leaving Joshua firmly in the spotlight.
Last fight, it's great. Because Anthony is Olympic champion, Francis Ngannou, it's second fight for boxing. Listen.
Anthony Joshua points out that Jake Paul is not alone, but emphasizes that modern standards demand accountability, and the public is watching every detail. Fans are dissecting every clip and trolling Paul endlessly for trying to cheat his way into credibility. Joshua's calm, measured approach contrasts with Paul's chaotic behavior, making him look like the true professional in the room. The spotlight is firmly on Paul, and every misstep fuels social media jokes and memes. Meanwhile, Joshua quietly strengthens his reputation as a disciplined, world-class fighter, proving that preparation and talent always outweigh shortcuts and gimmicks in boxing.
We can also point our finger at many others that have failed drug tests, and we're not talking about 20 years ago, we're talking about in the last 2, 3, 4 years.
The Jake Paul drug scandal has left the boxing world stunned, and fans mercilessly trolling him for trying to shortcut his way into credibility. Anthony Joshua remains the epitome of discipline and professionalism, showing that talent and hard work always outweigh gimmicks. Paul's failed drug test, combined with his lack of real boxing skill, makes it impossible for him to be taken seriously, while Joshua's Olympic achievements and World Championship experience solidify his position as a true champion. Social media is exploding with memes, clips, and commentary mocking Paul. Every mistake he makes only strengthens Joshua's reputation and the public perception that real fighters do not need cheats to dominate. In the coming weeks, it will be fascinating to see how Paul tries to salvage his reputation, if at all, while Joshua continues to rise and prepare meticulously. Are you backing Anthony Joshua to crush Jake Paul, or could Paul somehow pull a shock upset? Drop your thoughts below.